Boom. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Obviously I'm looking a little bit wacky because for this video I decided I've never done this before. I've never done like half my face and then filmed on camera the other half. I did it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to film today, like what I wanted my look to be. So I knew I wanted to play with this palette, which is the BeautyCounter's new Golden Hour all-in-one palette, which I think is so beautiful for fall. It just has these gorgeous, like really neutrally rosy, shimmery shades that I really wanted to play with because these are not colors that I typically gravitate towards. So this is the kind of look I did. I wanted like a peachy kind of fall-y look. So I figured I'll film the other side. All right, let's just jump right into it. Okay, sorry, I had to shut off the fan. Okay, so first thing I want to do is take the BeautyCounter brand new creamy concealer, which I really like. And I'm just gonna work on my eyes first. I tend to do that when I'm not really sure what I want to do for makeup, because if I go like a little crazy on the eyes, I don't want any fallout to ruin my face makeup. And I don't know what I do with any of my brushes. Okay, we're just gonna blend it out with this guy. This is a Vasanti Concealer Buffer. I don't know what that is. It's just something I got in my Ipsy bag.
Sorry, I just made a chair noise that sounded like a fart.
If you hear any weird noises, we're actually filming in our new little studio. We turned one of our spare bedrooms in our house into a studio, which is super cool. So Matt, he like edits on that side of the room, and this is like my filming setup. So Matt, say hello.
Hi.
He edits all my videos. I have to learn. It's just such a scary long process. And it's just a lot of work. Okay, so now that I have some concealer on just to sort of flatten out my skin color, I like to set it with a like skin tone powder, which I'm just using the mixture of these two colors in the Kat Von D palette. Okay, here's what's going on. Okay, this is a Luxie 239 Precision Shader. Makes sense. And I'm just dipping into this color called Dawn. So this is just like a really light wash of like a peach skin tone-y kind of color with shimmer in it, which I really like. It's gentle enough. You don't really feel like you're going overboard with color. I forgot this palette has a little mirror that slides out. I guess I could be using him. Once I get some color onto my lid, I just pack it on and then I'll just spread it back up into my crease kind of thing. And then I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm going to pick up Farah blender brush in 25EL. I'm going in with Shadow, which is this kind of mauve-y color, which actually comes off more like orangey pink. And I'm just using that to deepen into the crease. And Matt's just squeaking away back there. And I'm just popping this into like the corner and into the crease just to give some dimension, some depth, you know. I am going to take another basic brush. This is an oldie, holy cow. This is like the first makeup brush I ever freaking got. The Hana K, I don't even know what this is. It's just like a little dome. And I'm dipping into Ray and a little bit of Beam. And I'm just popping that into the center and then bringing it into the corner of my eye. I like to keep the insides bright and the outsides darker. Now, but I want to try this Aura color for the inner corner and see what happens. She's pretty. Okay. Oh, that was a Sigma E32 Exact Blend brush. All right, then I went in with some eyeliner and I started off with the Morphe Ink Felt Tip Liquid Liner. I'm just gonna take my liner brush and hold it in the direction and just gently lift it. Boom, and then just connect it. If you hear any clicking in the background, that's Matthew and his keyboard. And then as I go, I just try to look to see if I'm matched up. It's kind of hard to tell because I have a lash in this eye, but I'm feeling good so far. Feeling good about it. Okay. Then I go in with some mascara. I'm using the NYX On The Rise Volume Mascara. Whenever I wear liner, I don't really typically care about what mascara I use. I just like to coat my lashes because I have light lashes and this way they'll blend easier when I put mascara on them. And I like to really fan the inner corners so that I can really fake the blend of my false lashes that I put on. My trusty Ardell Wispies. These are like my go-tos. I love these. And I use the Duo brush on adhesive. So I paint that on. I want him to dry. Make sure he's tacky. And I'm just going to place, I always like to go up from above and just place it on there. Try to get the middle lined up to where I think I want it. And boom. She's on. And I'll just take the non-pointy end of my tweezers and just like pat it into my lash line. Like so. Okay, let that dry. This guy. All right, this is just an e.l.f. like eyeliner brush. I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna pick up the shadow color, that kind of mauvier color. And I'm just gonna put this in my lower lash line just to bring some more color down. Now I'm gonna go in with some foundation. So I'm using the Skin Twin foundation from BeautyCounter, which I love. So I'm just gonna do a teeny pump of each, just because I already did, obviously, this half of my face. I'm using the shade 310, which is the lighter one, and 410. And I'm going to take a foundation brush and paint this on, mix it up a little bit. I really, really love this foundation, which a couple years ago, you would never catch me wearing a foundation that's not completely full coverage. I used to be so obsessed with covering like every speck on my face. Like obviously I have freckles and I used to just cover everything, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just never played around with anything other than that. I'm gonna do a little bit more. This foundation is definitely buildable, which is nice. And it's just so hydrating, which I really love. It has a lot of hyaluronic acid in it, which really just plumps the skin, which is super nice. Now I'm going to take the concealer in shade, I got two colors. This is the BeautyCounter Creamy Concealer. I did light one and fair one. Fair one is really, really light, so I'm going to go for this guy. And again, this is such a nice concealer. It has good coverage. Shape Tape's probably like one of my favorite concealers. It's so good, it has like the best coverage, but I feel like it can be a little bit drying for me. I'm using the Real Techniques Target blending brush. Shape Tape's so good, but it's a really intense concealer, which I like, but I've never really played around with one that's more like creamy and more like hydrating. And this is exactly what that is. And it feels so nice. I use this when I don't really have makeup on, which is another reason I love it, because I can't go in with a Shape Tape when I have no foundation on, because then I just have like so much coverage under my eyes and then my freckles are everywhere else. So this is such a nice concealer for me because I can choose to build it if I want and wear it with like a full face, or I can just wear it with nothing, just to cover some dark circles and all that. And that's why I like it. All right, now I'm gonna bronze with a product I found from Katie Jane Hughes, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Glow in Faux Tan. This is like my favorite product I found this year, I think. It's so good, I love it. It's like super duper duper liquidy. I don't know if you can see, it's so nice. And what it does is it really blends right into your skin, just like a tan would, which I guess would be why they called it faux tan. But like, I'll show you what I mean. It's almost like it's literally just the sun hitting you in all the perfect spots. Like, see how like my shoulders have like a darker, like a sun-kissed spot? That's what I feel like this does. It just gives you that perfect glow from the sun, and I just love it. It's so easy to blend. There's two colors. This is the lighter one of the two, I think. And I freaking love this. It's so, so good. To set, I'm gonna pick up the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in number 2. And I like to just pop that. It's such a light setting powder, I really like it. I'm using a Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. And just dust this all around. Okay. Now I'm gonna pick up my Kat Von D again, and I'm just going to pick up this brush. I really like this for bronzer. This is the Morphe M530, and I just pick up, I don't know, I smash into all these. And I just like to carve out my contour a little bit, because sometimes I lose it if I set. Get your nose. Done with that. Now blush. And I actually use this palette, this blush is amazing. It is super, super pigmented, which I like. What brush did I use? This one, Kat Von D Shade and Light Brush. And I'll just do like the tiniest little, it's so nice. It's really glowy. I like a blush that has like a hint of shimmer in it. And for a little bit of highlight, I'm gonna use the Beam color. And just pop that here. And now that I'm looking at my face, I realize I didn't do my other brow. So let's do that. This is the BeautyCounter Color Define Brow Pencil in Light. This a little brush through. I don't go crazy on my brows, I just fill them in a little bit. Fill in just to give a little bit of arch. Bring it down the bottom and then brush it up. Today I'm gonna just give some more definition. I'm using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I like this stuff. It does a good job of holding your brows in place, giving a little bit more color. Done that. And I'll pick up the beam color again and just do a little bit. This is the Sigma Short Shader. And I'll just pop that underneath the brow bone, just in the center. I don't like to bring it down because then that droops the eye a little bit. Just right in the center there to lift it. This in the center. And then I actually found this in my drawer. This is the e.l.f. Flirty Birdie. It's like a liquid shimmer sparkle shadow situation. Which, like, honestly, once I put it on, I was like, it's cute, but I could have done without it. But because there's sparkles in it, you have to commit now. There's no going back. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and just pop it in the corner. And in the bottom lash line. Just to give it a little something. All right, now I'm just gonna put a little mascara on the bottom lash line. And lips. I am using the MAC Cosmetics Spice Lip Pencil. And it's gonna line my lips. And kind of color in a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna take the BeautyCounter Color Intense lipstick in Rosewood, which I really love. These lipsticks are so creamy. I really could tell because I had it on this side of my lip for the time being, and I could feel like how much more moisturized this side was than the other. And I went a little heavy on one side, so I'm going to take my concealer and brush that on to a Sigma Flat Definer. And just clean that up a little bit. Better. I think I'm done. Eyes match, face matches, stretch. Do it quick. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is funny because I'm not really going anywhere. Take this hair down, and we are done. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.